Hey everyone, going to talk to you about Robigo Mines and going to make this little video to put away some misconceptions about Robigo Mines and tell you what you can and can't do with Robigo Mines. Been to a lot of Reddit articles, a lot of YouTube videos where they say, you can make billions of dollars a day on Robigo Mines. Not exactly true. You can make up to 100 million a day, maybe a little bit more. If you don't have a life, you can probably make a lot more than that. Some of us don't have that kind of luxury to play 7 days a week, but I'm going to show you this. You can call this a cheat, call it an exploit, whatever you want. Doesn't take a lot of effort to do. You can do it pretty quick. This is going to kind of help you do Robigo Mines in a quick fashion, but there are some things you got to remember. There are some prerequisites and a little bit of work you got to do first here. Very, very first thing you want to do before you even venture out to Robigo Mines, because it's a little far away. Let's take a look at how far away Robigo Mines is. It's not far. If you're an explorer and you do some expeditions, it's not that far. But here's where Robigo Mines is. Robigo is the name of the system too. You can see it's a little ways away from the main cluster of stars. You can see what I've bookmarked over the years here, or months, whatever, how long I've been playing. You can see some of the places I've been to. This is the main cluster of stars. To give you pay attention to this guy here, Sand. That's going to be a good place that we're going to have to go back and forth to here for a little bit. Robigo Mines is out here to give you a little idea. I'm going to go out here and you can see where you're at. You're still on the edge of the Milky Way galaxy here. So we're going to go back in. You're not too far from this place, Sand. You're about 10 jumps from Sand. This is where we're going to do some trading with to get up to at least cordial or friendly status. Excuse me. If you're from here, you're about, and that's about 10 jumps. It's about 12 or 13 back when you got a full load of cargo. And in this area here, you're about 30 to 40 jumps away in a 25 light year or better ship. Okay. Very, very first thing you want to do before you get out here. Very first thing you want to do before you even consider going to Robigo. Check the faction state it's in. If you're in expansion or boom, you're good to go. Okay? If this place is in lockdown, don't even bother. At least for a week, it's going to be in lockdown. Civil War in war, I believe the black market's in lockdown. This is where you need to go to black market. This is where we're going to make our money. We're not going to make our money on the quests or the missions. We're going to make it in the black market here. Okay, you want to be sure that black market is not locked down. You want to be sure the mission board is not locked down either. Okay, where you can do that is this. If you've been living in a cave since you've been playing Elite Dangerous, and you haven't heard of this yet, this is the Elite Dangerous database, EDDB. Okay, this is when you want to go to find out about the system Robigo and what kind of state it's in, as well as the station as well. So go to systems, go to eddb.io, go to systems, and you want to look down for the Robigo system. It's going to be under reference system. Let's type in Robigo. There's Robigo Mines. Find systems. You can see here Robigo. Okay. Their system is in a state of expansion. That's what you need. And we're good right now. Expansion is good. I'm going to move this back over. So, being that we're in expansion mode, let's take a look at the mission board. That means we're open to do some missions. Okay, there are no missions in here right now. But you can see here, this guy right here, Prospect Annabelle Sears. You can see he's got a few missions here that needs to be at least cordial. Okay, see this little lock here, that means you need to be in cordial status. This guy you need to be in friendly. Now, I am in a neutral status with these guys. The ones I'm concerned about is the Robigo cartel. I'm in an allied status. Okay, allied status is good. You're going to get a lot of missions that way. Okay, but being that I have no missions right now, okay, you can go ahead and get out, exit to the main menu. I'm in solo mode now. Keep in mind, when you're going to Robigo mode, you want to stay in solo. Once you get there, you can go back and forth between open play and solo mode. I'm going to go back into open play. Wait a few seconds. I'm going to drink this beer. Good, good, good. Wash paint dry and wait for my ship to turn around a few times. Turn. There we go. Okay, incoming message. Go back to Starport Services. Let's look at the mission board and... Oh, I got some missions. Okay. So for the Robigo cartel, I have some missions here. Now, you can see I'm already allied, but the CDA Corporation, Prospect Annabelle Sears, I don't. The key here is to get at least cordial or above in order to do this exploit, okay? Or cheat, whatever you want to call it. I'm already at allied. So, how do you get there? How do you get to cordial or friendly here for the Robigo cartel? If you get to this system, there's a couple things you can do. Sell whatever star data you have. If you have any star data, it'll get you up a little bit, okay? And you'll get a value for it like you would anybody else, you know, selling it. So if you have any star system data, go ahead and sell it here. Commodities, you're going to do some trading, okay? Now, in order to do some trading and to even do the exploit missions, you're going to need a ship. Here I have myself an ASP Explorer, okay? The ASP Explorer has a inventory of 106, okay? A couple things to note. Don't come out here in an Anaconda. Don't come out here in a Type 9. You're not going to land here. Robigo only has medium or smaller landing pads, okay? ASP Explorer, it's a medium. You can land here. Anaconda is large. You're not going to land here. You come all the way out here to do this. You have to go all the way back, find an ASP Explorer, and get your butt back out here. You can also do this in a Python. I'm not doing it in a Python. I have one. The reason why I'm not doing it in a Python because I got a smaller jump drive on that. Okay, hyperspace jump drive, whatever you want to call it. Only has about 13 light years to get here. This ASP has 28 by the time I knocked everything down. Got to about 28 to come out here. So, but I have only 100 capacity. It's still good. To do this, that's pretty good. Okay, so once you have your ASP Explorer, remember, a craft that has medium or lower have at least 100 ton of cargo. You're going to look at the commodities market. We're going to pay attention to the demand column. The demand column is what we need. Look here, explosives, high demand. What else we got here? Mineral extractors, high demand. Performance enhancers. What else we got here? Bio-reducing lection. However you pronounce that. HE suits. Okay. Let's look at this guy here. Mineral extractors. Okay. Now, let's go back to our EDDB database. Let's go to commodities. Okay. Let's look at our commodities. Let's look at, okay, machinery. We want to look at machinery. And once we get down to machinery, okay, mineral extractors. Click on mineral extractors. Then we want to type in Robigo here. Okay, I already have it typed in, but type in Robigo. When you do that, you're going to hit Find Stations. Sand. Remember sand? I might have mentioned sand. Soleus Horizons. Okay, now this updates every so often from people who have visited the system, and you have a link in order to transfer the data up forward to EDDB and a couple other places. But Soleus Horizons in the sand system, who cares how much you got to buy it? Who cares about the compare right now? For this, I don't need to. I need to make sure there's a big enough supply. Past 2 days ago is when this was updated. It's 3,826 light seconds away from the sand star. Okay, so Soleus Horizons is 3,826 light seconds away from the sand star in the system. Sand itself is 251 light years. So in my ASP Explorer, it's about 10 jumps in order to get there with a 28 light year jump. 5A, I believe, is what I have in there. Okay, so you're going to go back and forth to Solis Horizons in the sand system. It's going to take about 15 minutes to get there, 15 to 20 minutes, and then 15 to 20 minutes back. Okay, about 10 jumps to get there, load up in mineral extractors. Okay, it's going to take about 12 to 14 to come back. You're going to do this about 4 times. Once you do this 4 times, it's going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. 4 times you do this to come back. Your status will be at least at cordial. And that's all you need. Just need to be at least at cordial. Because even though we're going to take this mission, we're going to discard it, we're going to sell back the quantities, and we're going to get even a better reputation. Okay? And our influence, or excuse me, our faction reputation is just going to go up by the time we sell the slaves. Okay? So here is the part where you make the money. Misconception 1. I'm going to take this 84 units of slaves for the fun of it. For the fun of it. We're going to accept it. And, oh wow, I'm going to make $1.7 million. No, you're not going to make $1.7 million. You're going to accept it, but you're going to go to your transactions. You're going to discard it or abandon it. Okay? Confirm it. We got a fine. You can see here I got a 291 million credit fine. I'm never going to pay it. You don't ever have to pay it. You can see I have 7 hours and 25 minutes left. I was here 6 days ago, so it just keeps building up, but the timer doesn't go up either, which is really good. I'm never going to pay it because I'm a bastard, and you don't have to either. Once you discard it, you're going to notice in your inventory, you're going to keep the slaves, but it's going to say stolen. It's going to say stolen property. You keep them, and here's what you do. You go to the black market, and you sell them. And you sell them back. Remember this mission for these 84 slaves was at 1.7 million? Look now. We're going to sell them back and only make 689 million. A little bit more than half, maybe about 60%, 66% is what we're making. And that's okay. You'll take 689,000, right? Do this 10 times, you make $6 million. And you can do about 100 million in a day. Okay? Misconception number 2. You're not going to make billions a day. So if you see a YouTube video go, oh, I'm going to make billions a day, not really going to happen. You can only sell them back to what the black market is going to buy them from you for. Okay? Now you can see, we'll go through this one more time. Go to mission board. When you do this, you will see right here, see how my allied went down a little bit. Takes a couple of seconds to catch up, because every time you discard a mission, you get some negative reputation. But when you sell back those slaves, your reputation goes up twice as much. So as long as you get cordial, okay, in a boom or in an expansion state, for every 1 ton that you discard for every mission you discard, you lose reputation, but you gain twice reputation back when selling the slaves. So you can get up to allied really quick in just 4 or 5 missions. And then some of these larger ones come out here. Okay, 80 slaves, 90 slaves. You may get some of the smaller ones like only 12 or 48. But accept them, go back, abandon them. Doing with this Xbox controller gets pretty quick after a while. Go to the black market, select them, sell them all, submit, and you can see I got 244,905. I'm now at 245,562 million credits. Real quick and easy way to do that. Okay, now remember, don't come out here in an Anaconda. Don't come out here in a Type 9. When you come out here, make sure you look at the faction state first. Then, once you do that, you want to go back and forth at least 4 times, trading something that's on the commodity market that is in demand. Hydrogen fuel is not in demand. Why? Because every system around Robigo, Cios, and some other places you can dock, they all have hydrogen fuel. Makes no sense to do that. Okay? Go back and forth 4 times, get yourself the cordial status, start doing missions once you sell them back, okay, to the black market, your reputation goes up. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it here. Have yourself a great day. See you again.